Be one, two, three.
Did you have a karma roll this morning or something? Mountain Dew?
No, not this morning.
Gosh, here we go.
Secret Agent Mosher.
He gets a few of these under his belt, and he thinks he gets to walk in here and be like, you only got me for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to talk to your agent.
Perhaps.
Yeah, have your people talk to our people.
Perhaps. You might be able to schedule me a few more minutes.
Who's going to start it with the citizens arrest yell?
Oh, not today.
Citizens arrest!
It's that time.
Good morning.
We got a lot to cover this morning.
Yeah, we do.
What did we talk about last week? I'm too excited about the EVOC. I don't even remember.
Yeah, what did you? Oh, you had the canines?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did.
That was so fun.
That was awesome.
I love those
canines,
dogs.
And then you had the emergency vehicle operations course preparation. So hopefully you're prepared.
Yeah. It was really neat to watch Max find the hidden cotton ball in the classroom.
Right. It was like, because then one of us did the drugs.
Yes.
And was like, which one did it? You know?
I'm glad I wasn't there.
And
Totally found me.
He wanted to look inside my purse.
Okay.
That's never good.
I know.
You know the dog's into style because they're trying to get into her Louis Vuitton purse.
I just taught Brandon a new word this morning. Posh.
Ooh. Never heard of it in my life.
Do you guys know what posh means?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it means.
Put that in your next police report. It means it's stylish and stuff.
Is that the same as or the opposite of bougie?
Similar.
Wow. Bougie.
Mm-hmm. Bougie. It's very similar. Posh would be like what girls use now as bougie. It would be their grandmas used posh.
To me, posh means clean and elegant.
It is.
Just,
So
how did we get on that?
Did we have to confiscate your purse or what?
No.
Okay.
No. But Max did. Yeah, it was so cool because he was like sniffing everything, and all of a sudden he just sat there and stared.
Like,
it's right here, Dad. It's right here.
It was so cool. It was nice that the dogs were pretty nice in the setting that we were in. They were a little bit out of work mode, so they were able to we could pet them and hang out with them, and they were like all cuddly a little bit.
They like lay on you.
Yeah, they liked it, and so they weren't quite into work mode. A little bit different attitudes when we got out by the cars, like their work vehicles. You know what I mean? They were still friendly, but you could tell in their mind they were like, "Are we about to go to work here, or what's going on?"
Yeah.
Did you strap on that bite suit?
I did not. I said
He
I would.
wouldn't let us.
I said I would.
You should have been there.
Actually, I don't even think it would have fit. I did put the jacket about one arm into the jacket, and it was heavy. And I'm like, honestly, I don't think I could get this fit. The dog's going to go for my belly,
I don't think we've ever had a bite on the belly.
It's sticking out.
A bite on the belly.
Yeah. Let's try to avoid that.
Yeah, we don't want no dogs biting my belly. It's a huge belly.
Brandon's almost lost 20 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at, but yeah, I've dropped 15 pounds.
Congrats.
But then we had the EVOC training, and that's the coolest thing out of my life. And I've done some pretty cool things in my life. And I truly have. And I'm not bragging, but I mean to tell you, that's top 5. That was fun. There's
Definitely
something
for me
about
too.
hot rod and cop cars around a closed course that just sets my life perfectly.
That's always been one of the hits. That and firearms and canines have always been one of the hits.
EVOC. I just want to be a cop so I can drive
Would
like
you
that.
do it all over again?
Yes.
Yeah, twice. I'm serious.
4
I'd
times.
do it twice. You sign me up for the next class, I'll show up just as much as I did. I'll make sure and hit the key spots, though.
Any cones?
Yeah.
Oh, not near as much as Amy. Amy she hit quite a few cones, but
I think I won the award of having the most cones under the car while I was driving.
Oh no!
It was there was a lot of cones, but I think I only had 2 or 3 cones hit. I don't remember.
I just wanted to go fast.
So you had the challenge course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Best part.
And that was probably the fastest one that you were part of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where you kind of go around a lollipop and then down a little straightaway, and then also, did you do any backing courses?
Yes.
We did.
I aced that one.
All right. And then how about, did they demonstrate the tactical vehicle intervention maneuver?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't like that one.
Did you ride in the car when they spun the car?
We did both.
Yes.
We swapped spots, so it was great.
We got angles of both.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. And I got to do a J turn.
A J turn.
Yeah.
All right. And was it raining on you?
Oh, yes.
Did.
Oh, no.
Just
I
made
think
it
that's
even
what
better.
affected my time so much because I was giving her all she had, but it was slick. I was sliding.
Very good.
How much did you guys improve from the first time to the last time?
I know your time improved quite a bit, but
I think the time was around the same, but the cones were less.
The cones
There
were
was
a lot less for
14
you.
cones the first time, and then the second
no,
time.
that's very disappointing. Come
the
on,
second time
Amy.
there was 9. If I were to go do it again, I'd take it more serious. I just
That's people's kids.
I was just having fun
dogs.
being reckless, to be
Those
honest.
houses, those are cars, those are children. You can't hit those
Stop
cones.
signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me go back and prove it that I can do
Well,
it.
maybe next year we'll see.
We,
Next year's a long
I think
ways
mine.
away.
I think my first time was, I don't remember, but it was like 218. My second time was maybe 214 or something like that. It was something around those.
That's
so
a
it
good
was
time.
quicker. It was quicker the second time, and I hit no cones the second time. The first time I had a couple of cones.
And that's what we're shooting for: is no cones, clean run, and
Yeah.
a 214 would be awesome. So
Yeah.
nice
I
work.
think I had 220 something.
That's good work too.
Yeah.
It was fun either way. Like I said, I'd go do it again. And I fit the mentality of all the dudes that were there. We were having so much fun. Plus, we got into that Chevy Caprice or whatever that thing is.
The maroon one.
No, not the one that you spin out, but
It was the West Wolves one. It was
okay.
James' car.
yeah, that car ain't kidding. That car's ready to go. That's my kind of car.
I liked
so-
how even no matter what you were doing, where you were driving on that runway, you were going fast.
That's
Even
what
if
you
you were
have
like,
to do.
"Can you take me to the bathroom?" Sure, get in.
Yeah.
There's no speed limit out there.
Oh, I love
there's
it.
not. And the
Oh.
Air Force Base said, like, you got to go fast, otherwise you got to get out. You know, so that's how it is.
Yeah.
And then getting in my civilian car to go home, it was so weird to go back to normal.
Challenge?
difficult.
Was it a challenge?
It was, yes. My husband was like, "Would you slow down?" Because we had to go run an errand together, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, what happened to you today?"
I was like, there was cars in front of me, and I was in my excursion, and I have a bumper on my excursion, and I'm like, I just want to do the pit maneuver on all these people and get them out of my way. Excuse me, spin them into the ditch.
Yeah.
No.
And then thinking about when you guys are out on the job, when you're on your way to a call,
Yeah.
how serious you have to take it and how fast you do have to
Yeah.
go and not hit anything.
It's a lot more than driving. It's about driving safe. It's about getting from point A to point B without causing any damage or getting into a crash. The first thing we want to do is, of course, get there safely. But then keep in mind that not only that, but not only are we driving, but we're talking on the radio.
Yeah.
We're strategizing. What are we going to do when we get to the scene? If it's a high-speed car chase, we're strategizing as far as where do we need our units to go to help block this guy or cut this guy off. And then we're evaluating on whether or not this chase even needs to happen. A lot of different things going on in that patrol car rather than just driving. So I'm glad to see you guys got a first-hand experience as far as actually driving the car on one of our close courses. And pretty soon maybe you'll be involved in one of our ride-alongs.
Yeah, I think so. I think I should sign up for it. I've got this week and next week where I could probably make it work. After
All
that.
right.
If
We'll
you
get you
can't,
signed up.
I can fill in for him.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it is cool to see that, I mean, because you guys are asked to do a lot. And there's a lot of things that as a police officer, a sheriff, a highway patrolman, doesn't matter what level.
Right.
But you've got to make calls and you've got to be trained. It's cool to see how much time, how much work you put in to serving the community, to becoming the best officer you can be. And I mean, we're saying it's fun going out and racing the cars around the course, but that is truly something that has to be a practice skill.
And something we take very seriously. We train monthly. Our new officers go through a lot of initial training, something we take very seriously, something that we lean on very heavily to every day. So
Yeah,
you're
and
very correct.
thinking back to the Canines, bringing those guys back up, that's a whole different level, because when they sign up for it, he was saying how sometimes it's a 3-year contract, and you're with this dog, your best friends, and you don't just leave the dog at work like your car and say, cool, see you tomorrow. It's a full-time job, and you're constantly on call. And because they need to be, but
Right.
that's something they want to do. This
Right.
isn't like, oh man, it's something they want to do.
Very dedicated officers to our canine program. They take the dogs home with them each and every night. In a sense, it's like another member of their family at
Yeah.
home. And it's walking the dog, giving the dog plenty of attention when it's away from work, not only at work, but at home as well. And a lot of attention goes to that dog, a lot of dedication, and something that we're very fortunate to have with our officers to take on that task.
Yeah, I have so
Super
much
cool.
respect for you guys. Just amazing individuals. Very
Well,
thankful to have such an awesome police force here in the Black Hills.
Well, and at its core, that's what this program is all about. It's about us being able to share a small window into the job with the general public, so that way, you guys have an understanding of just how much work goes into the job. It's not, this is a calling. It's not just a job. You have to be in the right mindset the entire time that you're doing the job. You've got to put the community first. You want to serve and help people, and make sure you're doing it the right way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what are we doing this Thursday?
You're going to go tour the jail. Hopefully Brandon doesn't stay behind.
He might be in jail.
I'll meet you there.
And then after you tour the jail, we're going to run over to our friends at the Pennington County Dispatch Center to see how they operate, see how they collect their calls, see how they get dispatched, see all the different agencies that they dispatch for, see a little bit about their training. A lot of different things involved to the dispatch center as well, and including the jail. So you'll see firsthand kind of what they get to do, what they experience, and then also get to see the living quarters of some of our inmates.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
I've
applied
seen
to
those
be a
living
dispatcher several years ago, and I made it through the whole process except for the psych evaluation.
Oh, no.
For some reason, that just doesn't surprise me. No.
I failed. How do you fail that?
Well,
Well, technically, as a dispatcher, you are oftentimes
devastated.
the first responder. I mean, you are the ones that provide that entry into the spectrum of the public safety equation. Like you have to be the one that gets that initial call, figures out all the critical information that you need to be able to get the right kind of help where it needs to be and how fast you need to get it there. But you're also kind of you got to be trained in the CIT.
Mm-hmm.
You're oftentimes dealing with people in crisis, and so that's another tough job. The only major difference is that you're maybe separated a little bit more physically than an officer on scene, but you're still dealing with a lot of the same problems that the officer has to take care of too.
Everything from rendering first aid actually over the phone by like giving CPR instructions. And then you are, as a dispatcher, they are our ears as far as what's going on. What do we need to tell this police officer while they're en route to this call? Whether they hear a struggle in the background or whatever it may be, pass on that information to us so we can take appropriate action once we get there.
that's pretty wild. And you got somebody frantic on the phone. You got to keep them calm. You yourself has to stay calm. And it'd be difficult. It'd be tough.
Yeah, we're very fortunate that we have such a good working relationship with our counterparts at Dispatch. And actually, of all the agencies that Dispatch works for or serves, the Rapid City Police Department is their heaviest call volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking
That's
forward to it. I'm looking forward to the tour of the jail and dispatch this week.
Yeah.
Can we take the dogs with us on the tour and stuff?
The dogs?
The dogs. Yeah, I want to hang out with the dogs more. And then when we're done with the tour and everything, I say we just go out and drive the cars again. Just every night. That's our bonus.
Why don't
Half
we just
hour, just quick.
drive the cars through the hallways and take the tour that way?
I know from experience they won't fit.
We do have an electric bike we can maybe put you on.
Yeah,
There
let's
we go.
go.
Try that.
Oh yeah, what the Segway, like the parking meter?
Yeah, we've got that.
Cruise that around.
Little-
Excuse me, sir.
We call
Like
that-
mall cop?
Yeah, we call that the T3, but we actually do have some electric mountain bikes at our bike patrol unit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've seen them. That's cool too. That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to having you guys in class next week.
Yeah.
Or this week,
Yeah, this
actually.
week.
Yeah.
Yep, this
Yeah.
Thursday.
What day is it?
Yeah.
Well, we know you guys are busy. We know you got to go, so
Well,
Very good.
it's
Guess
always a
we'll do-
pleasure.
yeah. And we love you more and
Love
more
you.
every week.
We love you too.
Till next time.
Kelvin told me he loves you guys too.
He won't just tell us in person.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
It's okay. It's hard to show emotions.
All of these hugs in here is just kind of weirding me out a little bit.